Hey everyone, it's F from Past Point One Comics, and I'm with my brother from the UK, Peter Triple G Comics. How's it going, Peter?
Not bad, man. Not bad. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I know you know what I'm gonna say, so I'm just enjoying the weather. So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna just rub it in,
whatever, Efren.
but we have a new segment today. This is a segment. This is a trending top 10, and this segment is courtesy of Frankie's Comics. They are an online store who sells comic books, but they also have a blog. And I reached out to them and I asked them if we could use their blog, what they write every now and then, and they were nice enough to say yes. So this is our very first segment using them. And once again, they're Frankie's Comics. I'm going to put a link in the description to their website if you want to check them out. They always have really great books to sell. So thank you very much again.
Tremendous.
So you ready?
Yeah. Looking forward to this. It'll be interesting.
Yep. So this is trending top 10. So basically, this is the first issue that we're going to be doing on them, the trending top 10. So let me get going with the very first segment, the very first one. So we're going from 10 to 1. Number 10 on the list is Batman. This is the comic adaptation of the motion picture. Now, thanks to the DCU multiverse, the world has been rekindled with the original Batman, Michael Keaton, and he's going to be showing up in, I know he's going to be showing up in The Flash, and I believe in the Batgirl or Batgirl picture too. So this book has been, gaining some heat, and raw copies, they go for right now between $10 and $20. And the last 9.8 went online and it sold for $115. So yeah, it's heating up little by little.
So this is a stunning book. I love this cover, but more importantly, I love this movie. And I think that's what draws us to this. It's got a lot of nostalgia. I am absolutely ecstatic that Michael Keaton's going to be coming back into the Batsuit. Can't wait for that. I actually picked this book up about 2 years ago, Efren.
Nice.
In a CGC 9.8. And I paid around about $99. So it's not gone up too much according to this, but it's obviously on the rise. It's $15, $20 for a raw book of this is a steal in my mind.
Yeah. I bought this book when it first came out. So
yeah.
I used to have it. Wouldn't it be a trip if Jack Nicholson had a cameo too as the Joker?
Well, yes, it would be absolutely amazing for him. But I have to be honest, Efren, I don't know what's happening with Jack Nicholson these days. He seems to have vanished completely. I don't know if he's...
God, you're right. He must be in his 80s by now. So
every now and then you see a picture of him, don't you? At like a ball game or a basketball game.
Yeah.
And looking a little bit worse for wear, shall we say.
He's looking more and more like the Joker.
Yeah. A tremendous actor. I would love... I know everybody always says Heath Ledger was... a superb Joker, and he absolutely was.
Yes.
For me, it's always going to be Jack. It's always going to be Jack Nicholson.
Yep. Okay, number 9 on the list is Star Wars: The High Republic #1. Now, when this book first came out, I did buy some of them, but I figured it was #1, and it introduced a lot of new characters, and either it's going to be a movie or it's going to be on Disney Plus. So that makes it a speculative darling. Numerous first appearances included in the story. One or more of these characters is going to come out, and there's been a buzz that the director of Spider-Man: Homecoming, John Watts, is in talks to direct a Star Wars project.
Yeah, tremendous. I'm not a massive Star Wars reader, but I have had a copy of this, and I'm pretty sure I've just given it away in one of my giveaway bags. I might have to go and open that bag.
So number 8 on the list is X Deaths of Wolverine 1. There's a new Wolverine being introduced in the Marvel Universe dubbed Omega Wolverine, and it's gaining popularity. So they're saying, it may come out in other comic books, or, it's causing sellouts across the country, so this has been gaining some heat.
Do we need another Wolverine, Efren?
I don't know.
I mean... I have to say I'm interested in that slightly because it's saying it's hard to imagine that I'll get this pronunciation wrong. The Flanax.
Yeah.
My memory of Flanax is from Warlock from the New Mutants.
Oh, yes.
So that might be interesting. I might check it out. But another Wolverine?
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a flash in the pan, if you ask me. It may gain some popularity because everybody wants it really quick, but I don't think it has any holding power. But that's just my opinion,
Yeah.
So next one on the list is number 7, Baldur
Baldur.
the Brave. So he's never been shown in the MCU universe in the movies, and they're saying he's going to be coming out specifically in the next Doctor Strange movie. They said he may come out, there, the multiverse, that multiverse of
Right? Yeah.
whatever it's called. But yeah, they're saying he's gaining popularity. But and he's Thor's half brother.
Yeah. I hear what they're saying. I guess Baldur has been around for a long time. He's never been a popular character, really,
No,
has he?
no.
Be interesting to see what happens if he does join the MCU. I love my Thor comics.
Yep.
He's a character I've always enjoyed reading. Interesting. I didn't expect to see that on the list.
Yeah, they're saying his first appearance, which was back in the 60s, is very, outrageously priced right now. But the raw books for his Baldur the Brave #1 are selling from around $5 to $20. So it's not a bad time. If you want to pick one up, you never know. So next up at number 6, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 307. And the reason this one is gaining in popularity because the original one that came out, I'm talking about the Chameleon.
Yeah.
And his original storyline is, very expensive, and people are saying, it's out of their price range. So they're picking up other books where he has been on. So this one is gaining some steam.
I mean, that's a lovely cover, isn't it? Is that a McFarlane cover?
I think it is McFarlane, yes.
I mean, it looks creepy, doesn't it? I like that. And he's a great character that's been underused in the movies, really.
Yeah. So raw copies have been going for about $20 as of late, and he's the half brother of I'm drawing a blank on the character. Kraven, yeah, he's half brother of Kraven, so I think that's why he's gaining some popularity. Yeah. Next up at number 5, we have Thor. Oh, I know this is. I have this book.
Yeah, me too.
Thor #1 from 2014. This is Jane Foster's version of Thor. This is an epic. I love this cover.
I love it. Love it. And I loved her as Thor. I have to say, I really enjoyed reading her stories.
Yeah, and people have been nitpicking, saying the first appearance of Thor, of Jane Foster's Thor, was in What If number 10, but that was known as Thordis. So technically, no. But looks like some of the raw copies for this have been approaching $200, and a recent 9.8 sold for $290.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I'll have to dig that one out. That's in one of my long boxes. I need to make sure that's all right.
I think once the movie gets closer and closer, this one's going to be gaining more and more popularity.
And of course, she's got a new series coming out, hasn't she? I think they've started a new ongoing. They've brought her back in some way. So she was Valkyrie, I think, for a while.
Valkyrie, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they're now bringing her back as a version of Thor again.
Oh, they are? Oh, wow.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So next up at number 4 is Tales to Astonish number 62. This is another Chameleon book. And like I said, the original Chameleon is so expensive. People are going for other books. As an added bonus, this issue also gives you the first cameo appearance of the Hulk villain, the Leader. And it's not badly priced. A graded 5.5 recently sold for $268. Most Raws tend to stay below 100 for up to the mid grades. So it's a decently priced book.
Very good.
Yep.
I liked the Leader character, and I liked him in we saw a hint of him in the was it the Edward Norton Hulk film?
Yes.
Where he falls over at the end and the liquid's dropping on his head.
That was classic. Yeah. I wish they would have continued that storyline, but they didn't. Yeah, these Silver Age books, some of them you can get them at really good price, if you know what to look out for. Next up at number 3 is X-Men number 10. And the reason why this is the first introduction of Kazar, Lord of the Jungle. And there's I think they're saying that he may show up in the Doctor Strange, or the Savage Land may show up in Doctor Strange. So that's why this book is gaining some popularity.
There was certainly an image in the trailer that looked like the Savage Land, wasn't there? Yeah. I had this book last year and it just doesn't do it for me. So I got rid of it. I kind of regret that now.
So right now, both the graded and raw copies of X-Men 10 have been heating up. Raws are constantly earning between $300 and $400, while the last graded copy of it was an 8.0 sold for over $1,600.
Wow.
Yeah. So it is, heating up. And I think closer with when that movie comes out, that Doctor Strange movie, is just going to start heating up more and more.
Yeah.
So
not a character Who's that? What's that?
So we talked about this beforehand, and I had to show Peter this. Is this a trending top 10? This is number 2. I believe it's pronounced Zero or X Zero. This is a DC comic book, and the rapper 50 Cent, his production studio is developing this character in a live action feature film. And fear of missing out, and it just gained popularity. I don't know how long this is going to hold. They say they're in production or developing it. Doesn't mean it's going to be a movie, but this one has been gaining some steam. His first appearance was issue number 1, and raw copies have sold for as much as $135. This is not bad for a comic book that was earning $1.79. So it's just, I've never heard of this character, but he's number 2.
I've never heard of that book.
Neither.
I have no idea about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I think people, as soon as they see a movie coming out, they immediately jump on these books, don't they? And some of them just don't pan out. Looking at, was it Bloodshot?
Yeah.
Valiant Bloodshot recently. Sometimes, you're wasting your money, I think, throwing them at these books just in the hope that they might bump up.
Yeah, I mean, just when somebody says, "Hey, this book, we announced a production or we're developing it," people just jump at it.
Yeah,
and I bet you if we look now on eBay, it wouldn't be selling for that much.
Yeah.
So, okay, number 1 is Amazing Spider-Man number 15, Kraven the Hunter. You knew this book was going to be there. But, first he's going to have his own movie, I believe. Also, I think that's the main reason. And it's added attention because of that, and sales have been impressive. A 4.5 sold for $1,500, a 3.5 reached a little bit over $1,200, a 5.0 bought over $2,400, and a 5.5 was for $2,500. So it's been getting some steam. So do you have this book?
No, I haven't got a lot of Spider-Man keys, to be honest. I tend to go for the first appearances of heroes rather than villains, but a lot of these early Spider-Man villain books are just going through the roof. And I think I've talked to my friend Luke over at Hydra Collectibles about this a lot. I think some of these early Spider-Man books are really good investments. I can't see them going down in value over the years, unlike some of the other books that we've just mentioned. So, for example, Ephraim, I'm Googling Zero now. I can get a copy for 35 quid.
How much is that?
About $50 maybe.
Wow, it's still expensive then.
Yeah.
Wow, so
interesting.
Yeah,
I bet there's tons of them in long boxes that people have just totally ignored. Someone's selling one near mint for $300.
Wow. So obviously, you could assume if they do make it into a movie, it's going to gain up in price.
Unless the movie bombs, and then it's going to go back down to.
So you have to tell it before the movie comes out.
Now, I don't want to upset any of your viewers, Ephraim, but I have no knowledge or confidence in how good of a movie developer 50 Cent is. I don't know what films or movies or anything he's created. So
he was the producer of this show last year. It was on network TV, and it was a well done production. It lasted for about 2 years. It was based on a true story. If I can find it, I'll post it on pre-production. But this man who was incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit, and he became a lawyer in jail. And 50 Cent was actually an actor in the series too. Right. It was well done. So if that has anything to do with this new movie that's going to come out by him, so he's got that going for him. So he has done other production. So yeah.
Well, good luck to him. I hope it is a success. It's not a book I've ever heard of or know of anything about. So I will be interested to watch the movie and see what it's about.
Yeah. So like I said, this is a new segment we're just trying out. Once again, this is courtesy of Frankie's Comics. I'm going to put a link to their website in the description below. So hopefully we'll be doing this next month also, right?
Yeah. Tremendous. Yeah.
Until next time, everybody be safe and take care. Bye.
Bye now.